All right, nobody go anywhere. If you're in here right now, don't go anywhere. Don't leave. Don't leave. I'm back. I'm back. Talk about the champions, the Champions League, where we saw the champions Bayern Munich on show today, and they really showed us what they're capable of. Even though they have a few injury problems in their team right now and a few form problems, they did come into the game on you know, on a loss, league loss against Frankfurt. So they really did bounce back with the help of Lazio. A few gifts in the first half there. But Lazio did bounce back very well in the second half. And is the tie over? I think it just might be over. But you know what? It's never over till it's really, really, really over, So second leg it is. Second leg. But we will get into that very soon, But congrats. Congrats to Chelsea, man. Congrats to Chelsea. I predicted them to lose this tie. They still can lose the tie, but they start on they're on the right track right now. They're on the right track. First leg, they're on the right track. They look like a team who wants to play football, who wants to be positive, and took the game to Atleti and ended up winning the game, courtesy of a spectacular. That was a spectacular goal by Olivier Giroud, man. Big up to Giroud. Definitely, Giroud, you deserve one of these. It's very early, but I got to give Giroud one of those. Got to give him one of those. So, big up to everybody in the house there, It's good to be back after the marathon stream yesterday. And thanks to all the people who came out yesterday and supported the stream and the people who watched the replay. If you didn't watch the stream yesterday, man, shame on you, man. Shame on you. You guys, you got to come back for all the streams, man. You got to come back. Just like how you're here today. If you're here today and you weren't here yesterday, shame on you, man. But let's talk about the Champions League, man. Let's talk about the Champions League. Big up to Arnav Gupta, Brawlberry, home of Bayern, perfect champions, Yusuf Marcy, Duane Johnson. Got B2K, Donovan McCrabb in the house. JR Stinger, official. Big up to you, bro. Leon 5, Adam Sambol. How are you doing, Adam Sambol? AD is in the house as well. Jordan Hyman. Shout outs to everybody in here right about now. Thanks for coming through. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button one time. And if you're here right now, don't go anywhere. I know there might be other people streaming on YouTube right now. The game is really saturated these days, Don't go nowhere, though. Once you come in here, don't go nowhere. Let's talk. Let's have a chat about these Champions League matches real quick. And we talk about tomorrow's games. And we touch a little bit about on next week's games as well. So let's get right down to business. Let's not delay. Let us not delay. But before we go on, let's do a quick recap of what has happened in the Champions League round of 16 thus far. So we have RB Leipzig losing at home. They adapted home in Hungary, 2-0 to Liverpool. Good win for Liverpool. They're going through some things right now in the league, so that's a big boost for them. And this might be their only way into the Champions League, judging from the way they have been playing. They have to win the Champions League this season. And that's going to be definitely difficult with no defenders. So, good win, though. Good win. Barcelona got stampeded at home, 4-1 by Kylian Mbappe. Mauricio Pochettino in his first Champions League game for his new side, Paris Saint-Germain. And Ronald Koeman and Barcelona, man. A lot of work to do in the second round. The second round there, man. A lot of work. But I think that tie might be over. But, again, it ain't over till it's over. Porto defeated Juventus. That was another shock one. 2-1. Juventus were poor on the day. But in the second leg at Turin, are they going to turn things around? When you have guys like Cristiano Ronaldo in your team, it is possible. Sevilla lost 2-3 at home to Borussia Dortmund, and the swashbuckling, high-demanded forward Erling Haaland, who is one of the hottest, if not the hottest product in world football today, Haaland has the most goals in this season's Champions League with 8. So congrats to him on his march to win the highest goal scoring accolade this season. But Dortmund would have to actually go further in the tournament because you have a few guys who might actually look to steal that one. Today's games. Lazio 1, Bayern Munich 4, Atletico Madrid 0, Chelsea 1. Congratulations to the winners, Bayern and Chelsea. And Thomas Tuchel, in his first Champions League game in charge of Chelsea, picks up a win. What are you guys' thoughts? What are you saying right about now? Let me see. Adam Sambol is saying, honestly, didn't expect my Chelsea to win. I'm a bit better, but I have to go to RTG tomorrow for my back. How are you, Dom? Rooting for your city tomorrow. We are brothers in the Champions League. Thank you very much, Adam Sambol. I hope everything's good with your back. You know, you definitely need to see a chiropractor, man, you know. Maybe you have a disc that's out of place that needs to be put back in place a little, you know. So we'll get that checked out before it gets worse. You see what I'm saying? So thanks for coming through again. And, you know, I hope you enjoyed the Chelsea win because Atletico, they were still resilient despite not being so good going forward. And it took something special from Olivier Giroud to actually beat them. You know what I'm saying? So, good stuff there. So, look, Fabio. What's up, Fabio? Big up to you. Got the boy Fabio in the house here. Thanks for coming through again. Nadir, thanks for coming through. Appreciate everybody in here. We got the boy Cash Tubin here as well. Big up to you as well. Yeah, man. Atletico played a 6-3-1. Too negative, man. Too negative. Too negative, man. I'm telling you. Too negative. You see what I mean? Blow and Chill says, ain't nobody beating Bayern in the UCL. Look, man, we're going to get to that. We're going to talk about Bayern Munich. We're going to talk about all of that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring up the thing. I'm going to share the screen with you. And we're going to actually just take a look at the lineups. We're going to take a look at some stuff here and talk about these Champions League games. So let's touch on the Lazio Bayern Munich first. Let's talk about that one first. And then we will talk about the Chelsea Atletico Madrid. Of course, you guys should know I was watching these two games at the same time. And, you know, I'm giving you the best. I'm doing the best that I can in terms of analyzing the game because it's very difficult to watch both of the games at the same time. So my analysis would be more summarized than ever. But I did take a look at, you know, what, for the most part, what's going on in the game. And I could point out some key players and some really good performers on the day. A few guys who didn't play so well and so on and so forth. So in this game, the first goal was scored in the 9th minute by Robert Lewandowski here. It was a back pass by Matteo Musacchio. Terrible back pass by the center back here, who was actually brought off in about 30 minutes. So if you go down here, you could see 31 minutes. He was taken off. A tactical switch by Simone Inzaghi, and off he came. So he had a stinker. That was a horrible back pass. And I saw he passed the ball back to Pepe Reina again another time, and it was not even that good. I don't know what's going on with these guys, man. Sometimes you want, excuse me. Sometimes you wonder if these guys, are these guys really professional footballers? Like, come on. Too many nerves, man, and too many mistakes, in my opinion, man. Seriously. But yeah, guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Thank you very much, Adam Sambol, for reminding the people to smash the thumbs up button. Definitely appreciate that. But let's continue talking about these two games here. And we're going to touch on a few insights and a few fun facts and everything. Lazio got a freaking big bench, man. You see that bench, guys? Jesus Christ. Damn. Bench is deep compared to Bayern, who are going through some injury issues, as I mentioned earlier. So Robert Lewandowski scoring in the 9th minute there, his 4th goal of the season. A lean return for Robert Lewandowski. think he did miss a few games in the group stage, if I'm not mistaken. But the real talking point here has to be Jamal Musiala scoring his first goal in the Champions League, set up by Leon Goretzka. Outside the box as well, beating Pepe Reina. Was it savable? Nah, the young man executed it very, very well. And Bayern Munich were 2-0 up in 25 minutes. And at that point, I'm like, listen, man, walk in the park, piece of cake. This is too easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, man. You know what I mean? And then Leroy Sané with the tap in for the third goal in the 42nd minute after Kingsley Coman's shot was saved by, what you call it, what's his name again? Pepe Reina, former Liverpool, AC Milan, former Spain international goalkeeper, spilled it to Sané, who just tapped it in. Sané had a good first half, ain't gonna lie. Yesterday, George from Bayern now was actually saying he didn't have he was a bit out of form. But I think the former Man City starlet looked very, very good in this game, especially in the first half. And to make matters worse, Francisco Acerbi made it 4-0 in the 47th minute. So going into the halftime break at 3-0 down, what could Simone Inzaghi could have said to this team to actually cheer them up and push them on to go back in the second half and do a better job than they did in the first? Not much. You're playing Bayern Munich. You're playing the champions. You're playing a team that won 6 of the last available trophies. You see what I'm saying? So it was a mountain to climb. And in my prediction for this game, I didn't predict that Lazio would get nothing out of this tie. But in the second half, they did come out a lot better. After conceding the fourth goal, they were a different team for like 20 minutes. It's insane. For 20 minutes, they played some really, really good football. I think Lazzari, over on the right-hand side, was one of their best players on the day. Luis Alberto managed the midfield very, very well. He, had a lot of touches, passed the ball very well. And I think Correa, who scored a goal there in the 49th minute, was actually one of their brightest players on the day. Ciro Immobile did get a few look-ins, but I think he was the man. Yeah, he was the man who passed the ball, was involved in the 1-2 with Correa there for his third goal of the tournament. So 4-1. I think Lazio really fought well in the second half, and they were very unlucky not to get a second or even a third. I think Bayern being 4-0 up, I think during that period, they were a little laid back. And you can't blame them too much because 4 goals up. I know you have to manage the game well and don't take your foot off the gas. But you have to remember, there's 2 teams playing. You're not playing out there by yourself. It may have seemed like that when Bayern went 4-0 up, but still, 2 teams playing and Lazio fought back hard. I think for Lazio, they shot themselves in the foot here with those 2 mistakes that led to goal. The Sané goal was a mistake as well. Giveaway in the midfield and Coman running behind, working his magic, getting the shot off. And then the Acerbi own goal, Alphonso Davies would have actually just, he would have put that in the back of the net. He would have put that in. He would have definitely put that in. So you can't really blame the man for that own goal there, though. But I think they left themselves way too open. Way too open against a Bayern Munich team. Like, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. Even though Bayern look a little suspect at the back, going forward, there's nothing suspect about them. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. So, very good game, I think. Very, very good game. And Bayern has 1 foot into the quarterfinals, going in as defending champions. Neuer, he kept busy during that 15-minute period or so, but good job on the day nevertheless. He saved when he had to, and for that career goal, I don't think, you got to give credit to the attacking team there on that goal. They played well. I think they played really, really well. Bayern, you got to give them credit, a lot of credit. A lot of players out missing. You have players playing out of position. You have Zula playing at right back, and I think he had a solid game. He ran in behind early on. I see him doing a little skill move here and there. So you got to commend Bayern Munich. They're a solid unit. You see what I mean? So if we go back here to the lineup here, just to touch on the players who were involved in the game. Goretzka went off in the 63rd minute here for, well, let me touch on Lazio's substitutions first. Sinan Lulic came on for Musacchio early on in the game. Then Escalante for Lucas Leiva, former Liverpool man. Wesley Hoot, the former Southampton man, came on for Patrick. And then you had Cataldi for Milinkovic-Savic. And Jean-Daniel Akpro, what a name, came on for Luis Alberto late in the match, just to try to inject a little freshness into the game there. So Goretzka off for Martinez, Kingsley Coman, Luca Hernandez, Jamal Musiala, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting, my bad, and Bouna Sarr came on late for Leroy Sané. I'm surprised that they didn't play Bouna Sarr, who is a right back by trade, instead of Zula. But you could tell maybe the coach does not trust him enough. And there's also Luca Hernandez, or maybe these players are not, 100% fit. So could see a lot of yellow cards dished out here for Lazio, only 2 for Bayern Munich. And before I forget, I could recall Mason Mount picking up a yellow card in the Chelsea game. He would actually miss the next match, which is the second leg. So just got to mention that before I forget. I'm not 100% sure if any of these guys would miss the second leg because of yellow card accumulation. But I do remember the Mason Mount situation here. But if you go back and you look at this Lazio team here, they're heavily reliant on Immobile, and they couldn't get him involved in the game enough today. He did get a 1 or 2 shots off at goal, but nothing clear cut. And I think if they want to turn this thing around in the second leg, they have to actually get their main man, the captain, Ciro Immobile, involved and try to get something in the back of the net. And they have to defend a lot better than they did. The defending was definitely horrible on the day. Shot themselves in the foot with way too many mistakes. So, as for Bayern Munich, from what I've seen with Bayern Munich, they're looking good, But I have to make this statement. right now. Bayern Munich are beatable. I don't care what nobody's saying right now about Bayern Munich. This Bayern Munich team are beatable. But you have to go there and you have to play immaculate football to beat this team. You defend well, and you pressure Bayern Munich. You push them back in their defensive third, their half. You stand a chance to beat them. But anytime you allow them to express themselves and run at you down the flanks with Coman and with Sané and get the balls to Robert Lewandowski, you find yourself in a lot of trouble. But overall, I think, it was a really, really good display by the defending champions, Bayern Munich. So, in terms of some insights, let me give you guys some insights, some value. Let me add some value to that one. Let us touch on the stats for that game before I move on. Lazio did have 14 shots at goal. They outshot Bayern Munich. They had 5 on target, with Bayern Munich having 13 shots with 7 on target. So, you see, Lazio had their chances. They just couldn't take them. It didn't fall to the right man, Ciro Immobile. He did 1 or 2 shots, but, nothing too clear-cut for him to beat Neuer. Bayern Munich had the bulk of the possession with 57%, 607 passes with a 90% pass accuracy. They passed the ball very, very well in the game, comparing to Lazio's 84% pass accuracy, 466 passes attempted. So, good game, and very, very entertaining match. It was more entertaining, I have to say, than the Chelsea Atletico game. That game was a bit scrappy and dull up until that Giroud goal, to be honest. So in terms of some insights here, and I will touch on I will visit Opta Joe and give you guys some Opta stats as well, which is something I did the last time, and that is some fun stats. You know what? Let me give you the Opta stats. Let's go over the Twitter. Let's go over to Twitter, and I give you some Opta stats, because a lot of times the Opta stats and the Google Insights are basically the same thing, so let me give you some Opta stats here, give you guys some value, and we're going to take a look at this right about now. All right, let's find the Bayern Munich section, Opta Joe. All right, I'm on. Okay, let's find the Bayern Munich section, and we're gonna touch on these right now. Okay, let me see. Okay, he had to touch on. Okay, yeah. So for some Opta stats right here, guys, you could see on the screen. You could see what I'm seeing, and we could just take a look at some of the fun facts of the game, and we could learn something new. You come to the channel. You're going to walk away with something fresh in your mind. You see what I mean? Something that a lot of people, won't touch on. A lot of things like this. Jamal Musiala is the second youngest player to score in the knockout stages of the Champions League after Bojan Krkic. Had to be for Bojan Krkic, formerly of Barcelona, who was started to be the next big thing. Ended up at Stoke City and fell by the wayside, who was 17 years and 217 days. Jamal Musiala, who is 17, will turn 18 3 days from now. So happy advanced birthday greetings to Jamal Musiala, the man who Germany is trying to get to play for them. England wants him, Germany wants him. He has to choose. So Bojan netted against Schalke in the quarterfinals in the 2007-08 UEFA Champions League. All right, so awesome stuff. Blossoming. He's English, but Germany wants him, seeing that he's been playing a lot of his football over there for Bayern Munich, came through the ranks. Well done. Good goal from distance, and the man has an eye for goal. I think he has like 4 to 5 goals this season in all competitions. So that's one to watch for the future, guys. So keep an eye on Jamal Musiala. All right, so we continue for some more Opta stats. 72. Robert Lewandowski has scored 72 UEFA Champions League goals, overtaking Raul to go outright third behind Cristiano Ronaldo with 134 and Lionel Messi with 119. Predator. Listen, it is gonna be hard. It is gonna be hard to get up to where Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo is. And Lewandowski has been playing in the Champions League for some years, for a while. And Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are just, out of this world. These guys are aliens, so don't compare yourself to them. So I think that should be it. Yeah, you got some stats here on the earlier game between Leeds and, so yeah. So if you guys ever want to get some, fun facts, go to Opta. There's Opta Joe and there's a few Opta guys. You could just go and check them out. You know what I'm saying? You can go and check them out. Good stats for you. All right, let's try not to get copyright there. But that's that. That is that. So big up to everybody in the stream right about now. Your boy Dominic Rich back with another one. UEFA Champions League first leg fixtures. The second set of games after we had matches last week. So Bayern Munich, the reigning champions, tramples Lazio, who were absent from the Champions League for about 13 years, 4-1. So we could conclude that Bayern Munich will go on to take this one, and it could get ugly in the second leg too. It could get ugly, and they could go on to win this one by 7 to 10. And Lazio may pick up 2 goals in the tie. So it might be like a 7-2 across, two legs. They on aggregate, they move on. I don't see that. To be honest, guys, I don't see Lazio coming back into this tie. I'm not saying it can't happen, but it ain't happening. Second leg I think it will be played at Allianz Arena. But, with the whole COVID thing going on, I don't even know. We don't know what's going to go on, man. Big up to Ricky Grimshaw. Haven't seen you in here for a while, man. Ever since Bournemouth got relegated, I haven't been seeing you around here, Ricky. What's going on? I see you guys appointed a new manager as well. So all the best to him. All the best in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup as well. So big up to Ricky. Big up to King Sane as well, saying to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. And the boy AD is saying Lazio should forfeit the second leg. Oh, man. Just don't show up, right? Just don't show up, AD, right? Just don't show up. You know who else should not show up for the second leg, AD? Your team Barcelona, man. Your team Barcelona should just not show up. They should just say, hey, man, we're not even going to bother. Just forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Just forget about it, man. Just forget about it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button for the live stream as well. Once you're in here, smash it up. Dems is saying this is City's year. Look, man. Look, just like Pep Guardiola. I watched Pep Guardiola's interview today, his pre-match interview. Pep don't want to hear nothing to do with no Champions League winning. I don't want to hear it. Pep don't want to hear it. That's all people want to say. People are so messed up in the head, We're doing well in the Premier League, We're doing well. They don't want to focus on that. They're talking about, do you think you're going to win the quadruple? Do you think you're going to win the Champions League? Listen, man. You guys want you know what it is? You know what it is? Opposition fans care more about City winning the Champions League than City actually care about winning the Champions League. You see what I mean? You see? Seriously. Look, if we win the Champions League, I'll be happy. But the Champions League is not something that I'm dying to win. It will come eventually. God damn. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, man. Leave it alone. You see me? You see what I'm saying? Leave it. Let's let it just, it'll happen. But let's move on to the second game, guys. Second game, that's a wrap for me in terms of talking about the Bayern Lazio game, and I think that tie is a wrap as well. They shouldn't actually play the second leg for that one, in my opinion. But of course they will. So Atletico Madrid 0, Chelsea 1. This game was played at the National Arena in Romania, and it was reffed by one of the best refs, if not the best referee in the world, Felix Breich, the German. Atleti 0, Chelsea 1. Courtesy of a 68-minute goal by Olivier Giroud, and it wasn't any ordinary goal, you know what I'm saying? Listen, Sade says, this is no ordinary love. No ordinary love. That wasn't no ordinary goal, okay? This ain't no ordinary goal. No ordinary goal. Ain't nothing ordinary about that goal, because Giroud, gotta give it to you. Man. You see what I'm saying? Give it up to Olivier Giroud. Guys, welcome to the stage. Olivier Giroud. That was awesome, man. That was awesome. I love it. Because that game was boring as hell. I'm telling you. At one time, I couldn't take my eyes off the Bayern Munich Lazio game. The Chelsea Atletico game, I was watching it on my phone, and the other game was playing on the laptop, and I just had my eyes stuck on. I'm like, oh shoot, let me see what's going on down there, Okay, it was just a scrappy game of football where Chelsea were the more adventurous of the two teams. Atletico looked like they didn't want to press for the ball a lot of times. You know, they were just, they didn't look good. They didn't look good. I don't know what system Simeone game trying to play, but he failed horribly. He failed. He failed. And what we going to do? We're going to bring up the lineups, and we're going to touch on the lineups and all that good stuff. Give my thoughts on the Atleti team and the Chelsea team right now. The thing what's going on is that the two teams are on opposite spectrums of form. If you get what I'm saying. Atletico have not been in very, very good form lately. They were running away with La Liga. They were about 9 points ahead. And now Barcelona and Real Madrid are catching up. You know, so let me go over here. Bring up La Liga and give you guys more insight on what's going on with Atletico Madrid. For Chelsea, since Thomas Tuchel came in, they have not lost the game. They haven't been I think they conceded twice, including this Champions League game. And we were saying that this would be the test. This would be the test. You see what I'm saying? This would be the test. This game, the game against United, and a few more games coming up would be the test for Tuchel. But it looks as if the men are up for it. They're up for it. The boys, I should say, because there's a lot of young boys on the team. You know what I'm saying? So it looks like they're up for it. So Atletico Madrid, they're currently top of the table, right? But in the last 5 games, they do have a loss and 2 draws. And let me let you know what's been going on with Atletico Madrid, including the Chelsea game, which they lost 1-0, courtesy of that spectacular bicycle kick overhead goal. Spectacular overhead bicycle kick goal by Olivier Giroud. They also lost on the weekend to Levante. You see what I'm saying? They lost to Levante, who are 8th in the table with 31 points right now. So Levante has been struggling in the recent seasons, so they should have won that game. But still, props to Levante. You know, you got to give him credit for that. And there was a game against, well, they actually played, this is weird. They played Levante twice. They played Levante twice, okay? I think that must have been a rearranged game. But they played Levante twice, February 17th and then on the 20th, and couldn't beat them. 1-1 draw and a 2-0 loss. So there were signs. They did beat Granada 2-1. Drew against Celta Vigo 2-2. Beat Cadiz 4-2. Beat Valencia, beat Eibar. They did beat Sevilla, but lost to Cornella. We're not going to go further back. But those games against Celta Vigo, where they conceded twice, you see, they conceded twice against Celta Vigo, conceded against Granada. They have conceded in every single one of about the last, I think it was the last 8 games. So those are signs. As for Chelsea, they have not been conceding goals, and they failed to concede another goal against Atleti, which is a great thing. I know I use the word fail, but that's a great failure. When you fail to concede goals, that's a good failure. See what I mean? It is good to fail sometimes, you know. You learn from failure. But that was quite impressive, though. That was quite impressive by Olivier Giroud. And you got to give him props for that, because at his age, well, let's not go around calling Giroud old or anything, because Olivier Giroud and I are the same age, so we're not going to call Giroud an old man. But if you really look at Giroud, Giroud does look older than I do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is with these guys. These guys be looking old, but I do not look as old as Giroud, though. Sorry, Giroud, but I still got a little baby face thing going on here. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. We both handsome men, Giroud, but you look a little older than me, though. See what I'm saying? You do. You do. I gotta, we gotta have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have that conversation. Oh man. But look, man, look. If you look at Atletico Madrid and how they're set up, man, very negative. 3 at the back with Felipe, Hermoso, and Savic. And then you have Saul and Koke playing as holding midfielders with Llorente and Lemar as wing backs. That's the setup here. A 3-4, A 3-4-2-1. You see what I'm saying? Very negative in my opinion. Very negative approach. Very negative approach. It is listed for Chelsea as a 3-4-2-1 as well, but I don't think that was a Chelsea really Chelsea setup at all. That couldn't be. It's listed as both teams as the same setup, but if you look at how Chelsea played, they did not play as defensive as Atletico Madrid played. They didn't. Atletico Madrid were too defensive, like they were trying to park the bus. We all remember what happened last season. Look, we remember what happened against Liverpool last season, guys. We remember that. They scored early and they park up the bus. This is a team that is very annoying, not attractive, not a very attractive team to look at, but they are effective. They get the job done. They do get the job done. But on the day, couldn't get the job done. You have Luis Suarez on the field fighting against Rudiger, and it wasn't the best of performances by Atletico Madrid. Let's just summarize it right there and put it right there. Let's not even go and complicate things and try to dig deep and try to figure. We don't need to figure nothing out. There is nothing to figure out here about Atletico Madrid. I predicted them to win the tie. They can still win the tie, but they just came out with a negative approach on the day. Very, very negative approach. And I'm disappointed in the football that they played. Seriously. They have quality. But if you look at what's going on, it is confusing. It is very confusing what Simeone did. Because why are you playing Thomas Lemar when you have Renan Lodi on the bench? I don't get this. Why would you play Thomas Lemar as a left wing back when you could play Lodi? Lodi, that's his natural position, playing on the left side more he could play as a wing back. Why? Why not start him? You see what I mean? I don't get this. This formation, this setup is just weird, man. It is just a weird setup. You see what I'm saying? And it cost them the game. It definitely cost them the game. I see they're struggling with the right back position. Trippier is he's banned, and they had another right back in Vasalico. I don't know. He's always injured, and I think the other guy, the Colombian guy, left the club. I can't even remember, but. Terrible performance, man. Terrible performance. Disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Alonso coming up against his old team, Atletico Madrid there. Keeps Chilwell out the team once again. You had Monk Werner, Giroud with a spectacular goal. Hudson-Odoi had a good game after being subbed on and subbed off on the game against Southampton, in the game against Southampton. So it just shows that the manager doesn't have anything against the player. It was just for tactical reasons. Jorginho and Kovacic marshaled the midfield, while Rudiger, who wanted to fight Luis Suarez on the day, played alongside Azpilicueta and Christensen. Mendy did have a nervous moment or two in the game, but still ended up with a clean sheet. We had Reece James and N'Golo Kante. Kai Havertz back fit again. Christian Pulisic and Hakim Ziyech came off the bench. What a bench, though. Chelsea bench looks damn good. Very expensive bench there. You know, if you have a 50 million pound defender like Chilwell warming the bench, oh man, that has to be a good bench. If you have the most expensive goalkeeper in the world warming the bench in Kepa, that's a damn good bench. You know, so guys, we have about 80 people in here. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let's get the stream up to 100 likes, man. Let's get the stream to 100 likes. That's the least you can do. You know, you come in here, hit the thumbs up button. You know, if you don't want to do it with your finger, just go outside and, you know, get a hammer or get a bat or something and smash the freaking thumbs up button for the live stream, man. You see what I mean? Definitely. So, for Atleti, well, Renan Lodi came off the bench. Torreira on loan from Arsenal. Vitolo and Moussa Dembele on loan from Olympique Lyonnais. So, Mason Mount, as I said, he will miss the second leg for yellow card accumulation. And Jorginho, Llorente, and Lemar were also booked in the game. But, gotta give it to Olivier Giroud here, man. Olivier Giroud, man of the match for that. Has to give him man of the match. Even though, you know, I don't think he had a lot of chances in the game. But when he had that one, he took it. And it needed something spectacular, something special like that to beat Jan Oblak, who is touted as the world's best goalkeeper. So, that's that. Well played to Chelsea. Defy the odds. And they are only they are the only English team, there's a stat, the only English team to defeat Atletico Madrid on the road. And they do it again despite it not being at Atletico Madrid's home stadium. Wanda Metropolitano, right? That's what its name? I can't even remember. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's a Wanda Metropolitano. They used to play at the Vicente Calderon. You see, I know a little something, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes my memory don't work like that, but I know a little something. So, congratulations to Chelsea. Let us take a look at the up to stats for this one. And then we will talk a bit about the games tomorrow, because there's not much more to talk about in terms of these matches. If you guys have something to share in the comments, please share it, and I will get to that comment pretty soon. But just give me some time here. Give me some time. But before we move on, you know, just enjoy these pictures, man. Look. Just enjoy these pictures. But I think these are where the up to stats are actually on. So you will get to enjoy the pictures. So let us talk. Let us talk about this. So look, Thomas Tuchel becomes only the second manager in the history of the Champions League to manage two different clubs within a single Champions League season after Ronald Koeman in 2007-8 Variety. Wow, that is good though. That is true. You don't see that often. That a manager gets sacked from one Champions League club and then goes to another. That is cool. That is definitely cool. And that is something I didn't realize. And I bet a lot of you guys in here didn't realize that. So I'm giving you value there. You came in here for value and you got value. Even though some people came in here and they left already. People are leaving left, right, and center. They don't know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what they're doing. They're looking for something to watch. They come in here. They see the boy Dominic Rich. They say, yeah, I don't like this guy. I'm out of here. Let me go watch somebody who is less interesting. And they're missing out. They're missing out. So once you leave, you're missing out. Don't leave. Stay right there. Stay seated. But let's run through these up to stats, though. Let us run through these up to stats. The boy Rafinha there, Leeds United. A lot of eyes on Rafinha. A lot of eyes on him. You know, so big up to him. You know what I'm saying? City. Sign the check. Bring him in. You know, hurt up the Liverpool fans' head, because I hear a lot of Liverpool fans are talking about Rafinha these days. Hurt up them head and buy the guy Rafinha, man. You know? Okay, so Atletico Madrid had just one shot in the first half. Their lowest total after 45 minutes in a Champions League match since the 2016-17 semi-final first leg against Real Madrid. Also won. Blockade. Look, they were poor. They were poor on the day. And that stat just highlights how poor they were. Look at this, man. Look at this. The boy Olivier. Yo. Olivier. He doesn't want to answer. The man loves the Spanish oppositions. How many did he score against Sevilla? The man scored 4. 6. Olivier Giroud has scored 6 in his last 4 UEFA Champions League appearances, as many as he had netted in his previous 16 games in the competition. His 6 goals in the competition this season marks his best return to date. Overhead. Ooh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Guys, if you're getting value from this video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button one time. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. And also, turn your notifications on. If you're subscribed already and you're not yet, you haven't yet, forgot how to speak English there for a second. If you haven't yet turned your notifications on, guys, just look down, just go down a little, and you're going to see the subscribe button. And you're going to see a bell next to the subscribe button. Just click that bell. And every time I drop a video, you will be notified. And you could watch some goodness. Some good stuff, you know, from your boy Dominic Rich FC. Just keeping it organic. You see what I'm saying? Ain't here to pretend nothing. I'm just keeping it organic, flowing like the river, river Nile. I'm going to use Nile here, you know, because that's a very special river. So, Olivier Giroud, 15. Olivier Giroud has scored 15 goals in his last 16 starts for Chelsea across the UEFA Champions League and Europa League. Schengen. Awesome. He doesn't start a lot of games, but whenever he does start, he proved to the manager that he should be the one starting, and you got to give it to him. 34. Aged 34 years and 146 days, Olivier Giroud is the oldest player to score in the knockout stages of the UEFA Champions League for Chelsea and the oldest to do so for an English side since Ryan Giggs' 37 in April 2011 versus Schalke. Golden. So let me retweet that right away. Let me retweet that with a quote and say, you know, awesome stuff. Bam, retweet. Boy, your boy tweeting live. All right, that's smart. That is very smart. So 13, this is the 14th time Chelsea have won the first leg of a European knockout tie away from home. They have progressed on each of the previous 13 occasions. Wow, marker. So, in each of the last 13 times, you know, Chelsea have went ahead in a knockout stage game. In the first leg, they have went on to win. So, what is that telling us? It is telling us that Chelsea are on course to knock Atletico Madrid out unless Thomas Tuchel gets the unwanted record for being the only Chelsea manager failing to win the tie after winning the first leg. See what I'm saying? So, good stuff. Do we have any more here? We do have some more. Man. We do have some more. So, let me see what happened here. Let me see this. Oh, watch the language in the chat if you're gonna offend anybody. But guys, do note, I do curse sometimes, not a lot, but sometimes. So, and it's not meant to offend anybody, just so you know. Okay, just so you know. So 5. Edward Mendy has kept more clean sheets than any other goalkeeper in the UEFA Champions League this season with 5. Spectator, you know, he could wear his kit for the next game in the league because they didn't get dirty. See how clean his kit looks? Nice green kit. Looks green and nice. Doesn't need to wash him. See what I'm saying? We have more. 3. Thomas Tuchel became the 3rd Chelsea manager to win his first UEFA Champions League game in charge when the game took place in the knockout stage after Roberto Di Matteo and Gus Hiddink baptism. Do we have any more? Yeah, we do. 2. Thomas Tuchel has conceded just 2 goals in 8 games as Chelsea manager in the club's history. In the club's history, The only coach to concede fewer goals after 8 games in charge is Jose Mourinho with 1 masterclass. And I think that's it. That's it for the up to stats. And those were some good stats. Those were some good stats. So guys, let's talk. That's a wrap for the Chelsea Atletico match. Let us talk. Man City Gladbach. Look, talk to me, guys. Talk to me, guys. How you feel about the City Gladbach game? Talk to me. Adam, this is a Champions League show, Adam. Leeds versus Southampton. I will talk about when I do the prediction for the Premier League. I will touch on that game, so we have to stick, with the context here. We have to stay on course and not stray too much in terms of talking about Premier League matches here. We're here to talk about the Champions League. Look, Man City Gladbach. How are you guys feeling about this game, about this tie? Atalanta versus Real Madrid. How are you guys feeling about that one as well? Share your thoughts with me. So, Dimitri Payet is saying, Dominic, I still think Atletico will go through in the second leg, scoring 2 goals at the bridge. Simeone knows how to play under pressure. I don't even know if the game will be played at Stamford Bridge. That's the other thing. The game might be played on neutral ground as well, seeing that, the whole COVID situation. So, Adam is saying, City going to smash Borussia Mönchengladbach. Listen, Sadback, not Gladbach. After the game, hopefully they'll be called Sadback and not Gladbach. You see what I'm saying? Big up to Dave in the house here as well. Thanks for coming through. So, Dom Henderson might be out for the rest of the season. Yeah, I did see someone made a video on that. Rojapa is saying City will win comfortably. Gladbach haven't been that good since Thuram has been out injured. That's some good news. Not good news for the Gladbach fans, but good news for me. And plus, there's guys like Florian Neuhaus, with Bayern Munich lurking around, but, like a vulture, you know what I'm saying? Waiting for him to get, go down so they could just pick him up. Florian Neuhaus. So, look, when a lot of times when players are linked to other clubs, sometimes I think it affects them psychologically, to be honest. For a few games, they could shrug it off. They could definitely shrug it off, you know what I'm saying? But I think we're playing some great football. But anything could happen, though. But I think we'll handle business. I think we should handle business. With the quality of players that we have, we should handle business. This game will be played in Hungary at the Ferenc Puskás Arena, the same ground where Liverpool played Leipzig. So I think we'll handle business because we were going to travel anyway. We were going to travel, so they will not be at home. They won't be comfortable, and we should go there and handle business. City have been in some really tricky Champions League ties lately, and we can't make this one happen again. I think we go past the round of 16. I think we handle business. When you get to the last 8 now, that is where we have a problem. You see what I'm saying? The last 8. That is where we have a freaking problem. You see what I mean? But I think we'll be fine. Though. But Man City have won 18 matches. 18 in a row in all competitions. And I think that would actually continue. And have been unbeaten in more, about 20, 25 plus games. I think we'll be all right. Seriously. I think we'll be all right, man. Bayern won 17 consecutive away games in the Champions League. Great stat. Bayern Munich have not lost a Champions League game since they got knocked out in the previous Champions League, which is crazy. You see what I'm saying? What is that? The 2018-19 Champions League was the last time they lost a Champions League game, which is nuts. Last season, 2019-20 season, they went unbeaten. This season, unbeaten again. So, Good stuff. Superior. Superior. That's what you call that. So let me see what you guys are saying. City are too good. Real to play to a draw with Atalanta. Yeah, man. This look, I'm predicting Atalanta to beat Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid without a Sergio Ramos is a different team. They're a different team. Seriously. They depend on Benzema a lot. And if Atalanta manages to keep Benzema quiet, I think they could get something from the game. There's Cruz, there's Modric, always a threat. There's youngsters like Vinicius and Asensio. I think Rodrigo is injured right now, if I'm not mistaken. The last time I checked around with Real Madrid. I think Atalanta are so dangerous, man. Ask Liverpool if you don't ask me. If you don't believe me, I mean. Ask Liverpool if you don't believe me how dangerous that Atalanta team is. You know, I know Liverpool did smash Atalanta, but ask them what happened at Anfield this season in the Champions League. That team is no team to play around with. They will be missing Papu Gomez, who was a big part of that team, but they did sign a few, the Ukrainian as well, Kovalenko. They have Malinovsky. They have, you know, that twin guy, that Russian. And they have Pasalic and these guys doing very well in the midfield. And they have Ilicic back. You see what I'm saying? You heard his name? Ilicic. Ilicic. Very ominous for Real Madrid. I haven't been impressed with Real Madrid in the Champions League this season. You know, look at what happened against Shakhtar. You know, I haven't been impressed with them. You know what I'm saying? And I think they were lucky to get through to the round of 16. And this might be where the Champions League season ends, just like last season, where it ended in the round of 16 after losing both legs to Manchester City. And that's the other thing too, you know. We got past the Champions League kings themselves, Real Madrid, last season, you know, and went and get knocked out by Lyon. That is nonsense. That is nonsense. You see what I mean? But guys, we're reaching the hour mark, and this is where I want to end today's live stream. Don't want to go crazy today and go 2 hours and exhaust myself talking about absolutely nothing. I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on both games, touch on the games that's coming up tomorrow, and we have games coming up next week. So tomorrow, I will try to do something live if Liam actually permit me to go live. I might, you know. If City lose, I'm going live right away, regardless. You know, if we win, I could take my time. But if we lose, I have to go live right away so that I could rant. Seriously. I could rant. Seriously. And if Atalanta beat Real Madrid, of course. You know, so see you tomorrow. And thanks for everybody for coming through once again. Appreciate the turnout. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. Let's get the stream close to 100 likes. See if we could get the likes up on the video. I do appreciate everybody who came through, you know. And we will talk soon. So appreciate you once again. Roshane Frazier, Dimitri Payet, got the boy Adam Sambol in here, Santos Basquet, Robert Pavkovic. Shout outs to everybody in here. Leon Fife, we got AD 744 in the building, Jason Taiku in the building, Jordan Hyman. Who else we got up in here, man? Big up to everybody in here right about now. So, guys, let me keep this on the 1 hour, okay? So, from your boy Dominic Rich, thanks for watching another one. And thanks for, you know, the mods. Thanks to everybody who came through. Thanks to everybody who liked the video. And until my next one, I like to say, peace out. Rich Squad.